Hello and welcome to Food and Dine. This is a Top Chef podcast. My name is Quiche.
And my name is Gnocchi. And today we will be discussing Top Chef Season 21, Episode 7, Sausage Race. So to briefly recap the episode, there was a Quickfire challenge. There was also an Ultimate Quickfire challenge. The winner of the Ultimate Quickfire challenge was Danny. And then there was also an elimination. The chef who was the MVP of the elimination challenge was Michelle.
Yeah, it's a good day for the Michelle stands.
And the chef that was sent to LCK, Kevin.
Very sad.
So, with that recap behind us, Quiche, what did you think of this episode?
I thought it was a good episode. It reminded me of the very first episode. In a way, I'm already reaching like a nostalgia level for Top Chef. I'm like, oh, I remember way back in episode 1 of this season when they had the bottom 3 chefs compete in a really quick challenge to see which one of them would go home.
Right.
And then now it's kind of reversed. It's the top 3 get to compete to see who gets double the money. So it's a little bit of a nicer challenge since the people who lose that one aren't going to go home. But it did remind me of where it all began for me in this Top Chef journey.
I'd like to step up the counter.
All right.
I have a very light and breezy Top Chef baggage check.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. These bags aren't too... In fact, you might even enjoy checking in this baggage.
Okay. Bring it as a carry-on. Keep my magazine in it.
Oh, yeah.
Take it on the plane.
So Sue was impressed by Kevin breaking down his squab. I loved Sue's quote. He said, I think I would have entered the kitchen with 10 fingers and left with 7.
Oh my gosh.
Which of course I cannot help but bring back up, which I love. An all-time classic Top Chef moment. It occurred in Top Chef Miami Season 3, Episode 11, called Second Helping, where they had, for the Quickfire, a mise en place relay race. And they had to, I believe it was shuck a dozen oysters.
Oh, man.
I believe it was oysters. And then they had to debone and take apart 4 chickens. They had to fine dice brunoise, right? Several large onions. And then they had to make a mayonnaise, right? Where you whip the eggs until the egg whites until they turn into mayonnaise.
This sounds like a nightmare.
Right. So anyway, the one team, they're doing fine. Everyone does fine on the oysters. And then the next round, the onions. And one team just whips the other team's butt with the onions. Just whoosh, so fast. Then that same team that just whipped through the onions and hung, he gets those, I believe it was 4 chickens, 4 whole chickens. And he takes them apart in like 2 minutes. And the cut of this became legendary, right? It used to be on YouTube. I couldn't find it. But I did find it on Hung's Facebook page.
Oh,
I did find it. Yes. So it will be in the show notes for anyone who wants to watch the glory of watching Hung take apart these chickens so incredibly fast. And the way they did the edit and they cut it, everyone just kind of whips their head around. And even the head judge, Tom Colicchio, do you see him just staring in awe and amazement? Because so fast. That's what the squab moment reminded me of.
I love that.
Yeah. The other bag that I have for the Top Chef baggage check is I watched Dish with Quiche this week.
Okay.
It was a joy. So the moment in the episode when Kevin decides that he's going to make a risotto and Dan asks, hey, have you made this before? And he says to Kevin, hey, this is historically a very bad dish to prepare on Top Chef. Very bad. Very bad luck. Bad mojo. Bad. And then, of course, it did wind up being bad for Kevin.
Unfortunately so.
Yeah. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about it. You know, maybe I should ask you first. Did you get any sense, this being your first season of Top Chef, did everyone's dread and fear of this risotto and Dan warning him, and did any of that come across to you how did that come across to you? I wonder.
You know, I heard it and I was like, I'm going to need to ask Gnocchi about this because I don't know what the heck these guys are talking about right now. I was like, I'm like, why is risotto bad? Why are we so scared of risotto? As you guys say, it's been bad over the past, but that can't possibly be like, you have the top chefs from around the country and around the world Like, I find it hard to believe that every single risotto that has passed through the Top Chef culinary universe is a travesty. So what's going on? So I'd love for you to explain.
So, choice quote from Reddit. Scoreboard. Risotto 21, chef testance 0.
Oh gosh.
Which is a bit hyperbolic. That being said, risotto has sent home in 21 seasons of Top Chef. There have only been 3, air quotes, good to okay risottos.
Wow.
So risotto has sent home 8 chef testants.
What is it about risotto? The dish has been cursed? Like, what is it?
Oh, it's cursed.
Oh,
We're going to talk about it.
okay.
So there was a quickfire challenge.
Mm-hmm.
The quickfire challenge was the 10 remaining chef testants had 20 minutes to make a flambé dish. Huh? But wait, hold on. This was apparently an ultimate quickfire challenge. So the top 3 of the quickfire had the opportunity to cook again, this time to make a dish featuring char and double the money. Instead of 10,000, they could win 20,000. The ultimate quickfire winner was Danny, and he made a charred branzino with crispy fish skin. They loved it. They loved the avocado. Creamy, wonderful, lovely, fantastic. So, Quiche, did you have any dish picks for the quickfire?
I did have a dish pick for the quickfire. So the one that pulled my attention, you know her, you love her, you missed her, but she's back. Kaylina. She had the most delicious sounding dish to me. She had a kimchi and scallion donut, flambé peaches, and jalapeno, and she did that in bourbon. And that just, ooh, that sounds like everything that I love. Delicious.
Great minds, because guess who was...
Did you like that one too?
Guess who was on my dish pick list? Kaylina.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you also, because otherwise people might be thinking, oh, she's just picking the chef testants who have Asian blood. And no.
Yeah. No, this sounds legitimately incredible.
I love savory. Sounded good to me.
And like the peaches and the bourbon, the jalapeno, the kick with it, the like the kimchi, the tartness of that, like all of the things. It just, it sounds like it works so well.
Yeah, I mean, because think about it. The kimchi with the peach, so yeah, you're spicy, sweet. It kind of reminds me of when you get mangoes on the street.
Oh, yeah.
You know, from a street vendor, and they'll put the spicy sauce with the mango. That's what it reminds me of.
With tahini and yeah. Yeah, that's a quality combo. Yeah.
Quiche, I had a note of dank.
Oh, okay. Yes.
I actually completely missed this, but thanks to the lords of Reddit.
You were content, and then Reddit was like, you're not actually. You have something to talk about. And you're like, you're right, I do.
Did you catch the moment when Laura drank out of a bottle of alcohol straight from the shelf?
Okay, so I'm very particular about sharing drinks and sharing food. I don't even like, I will not share my water bottle with someone if there's a drinking fountain nearby and they're just too lazy to get up and go to it. I probably wouldn't share my water bottle with someone if there wasn't a drinking fountain nearby and they were just like, come on, man, just give me water. I'm like, you either waterfall or you're not touching it at all. I tried to overlook it. I noticed Kevin did a little bit of the same thing too, though, in this episode. It wasn't with the bottle, but he was making something in the blender and he tasted it on one of the little tasting spoons, but then I saw that spoon go back in and I was like, ooh, no.
Oh, I missed that.
So I guess I also have a note of dank, so thanks.
You're welcome. I completely missed Kevin's. I only saw, Laura's on my, I got my eye on her.
I know.
But actually, it was Reddit that pointed it. I completely missed it. And then I went back and I watched it like Zapruder style. I got to watch every last frame of this. Did she really? And she did. And then I did, because I was watching so closely, there was a shot. It did wind up on her station, that bottle. It did wind up on her station.
Okay.
But once she was done, did she finish it? Or did she put it back?
Yeah. I know everyone's like, oh, it's alcohol, so it like, or like, oh, it'll burn off, or oh, this, oh, that. I'm not on board. I'm just, I don't know. Maybe that's me being a stickler, but I prefer not on that action.
The scholars at Reddit Academy are on your side. They are the ones who pointed this out.
Thank you, Reddit Academy. Thank you.
And also, let's be clear, this is usually an issue on Top Chef. And there's Top Chef California, a chef testant got reprimanded for sticking his tasting spoon in Padma's food. Okay.
Oh.
The very first episode of Top Chef ever, season 1, episode 1, a chef testant got called to the carpet by no less than Hubert Keller for sticking their finger in the sauce. So you are in very good company. You're not alone.
Okay. I was just a little surprised when I saw that. So all right. Good to know.
So those are my our notes of dank.
Or notes of dank. Yes.
I did have some quickfire tidbits. Did you have any tidbits for the quickfire?
Ooh, yes.
Ooh.
I did have a couple little tidbits. Obviously, Kevin had some great sound bites, unfortunately, before he was let go at the end of the episode to go to Last Chance Kitchen. But one of them is when they were saying, oh, it's the flambé challenge. And he was like, love the fire, little pyro man over here. I was just like, that is hilarious.
Legitimately.
I thought that one was so good. And then I have two about Sue.
Ah.
Because honestly, this might be a bit of a deep cut, but I feel like if Sue was on the internet during the Vine era, I feel like he would have just thrived on that platform because he's so funny. Like his little things that he has to say, like the ways he reacts to things are just, he cracks me up. So when Kristen said at the end of the flambé challenge, she's like, we're not done yet. And then Brian said, nah. They cut to Sue and he looked so done. He looked so over it already. He's like, I'm tired, man. I don't want, no. And that just got me in the heart. I was like, yeah, I get that. I'm not there, Sue, but I feel for you. I feel for you there. And also, how do you retire from anything at the age of 27, let alone professional golf? But I mean, hey, good for him. He's a chef now. But I do have to wonder, what is more stressful, being in the PGA Tour as a professional athlete or just being a chef in general? Like, I'm not even talking about being on Top Chef, but just like being a chef in general, and then also being on Top Chef. Like, which one? I'm sure they present unique challenges that the other does not have, but I would be curious to hear what his personal opinion is since he's experienced both already.
Yeah, definitely. Like, which pasta press is more terrifying?
Oh yeah, the sports pasta press that makes cute little soccer ball shaped pasta ravioli, or the culinary pasta press that, makes chefs, I guess. How about you? You said you had tidbits.
I do have a few. So even as my glasses are fogging over right now, my tidbit relates to our girl Amanda.
Okay.
The moment when Michelle points out that Amanda's glasses are on the tip of her nose.
Yeah.
A moment that I also missed until it was pointed out to me by the scholars at Reddit. And someone on Reddit said, oh my God, so relatable. And I thought, oh my God, how did I miss that? So relatable. That is my life. I appreciated in the opening Amanda's Princess Leia, Commander Leia, her messy braids on either side, kind of like bun-like. I was seeing Princess Leia. I'm sorry. That's what I was seeing.
I love that.
That's what I saw there. And then Danny, my man Danny, has already replaced our girl Rasika with Savannah?
I know.
What? Danny, he's still my man, of course, obviously, but my goodness, where's Rasika? Who cares? Here's Savannah.
I can tell you're feeling some type of way about this, for sure.
Sue and Dan playing mini golf in the hotel room. Cute. And then my final tidbit. I'm going to pick up your Michelle slack here.
Oh, am I what? Hold on, wait. And did I miss something?
No. I just thought that was super cute. This was some of Michelle's favorite things. Mushrooms, bacon, toast, and bourbon.
Nice.
Well, there was an elimination challenge.
Yes, there was.
Oh, yes. So the chef testants had to prepare 5 different sausages in 2 teams of 5. So it was a head-to-head challenge.
Mm-hmm.
The teams were decided by a knife pull, and this has never happened before that I can recall on Top Chef. They split almost perfectly by gender. It was adorable. So on your yellow team, the winning team, you had Kaylina, Michelle, Laura, Amanda, and cameo appearance by Danny. Then on the blue team, you had Kevin, Sue, Manny, Dan, and cameo appearance, Savannah.
That's so sweet.
Every member was responsible for one dish. They had 2 hours to cook it in the arena. Then they entered the Brewers baseball stadium for the sausage race, which was shown in glorious slow motion. This truly absurd chariots of fire race. The order ended up being hot dog. Hot dog won the race. Polish, Italian, chorizo, and bratwurst was 5. The elimination winner and winning dish was, I can't think of it right now. Who was it?
Who could it be? I have no idea. Who, that is a pitmaster and incredibly cool, could have won this challenge? I don't know.
Michelle won MVP, most valuable player, for her etouffee with creamy grits. Everyone loved it. Tom said it was fantastic and beautiful. Judges loved it. And the dish that got sent to LCK, Kevin's cheesy risotto.
The risotto, man.
Look, everyone agreed that it had good flavor, and Gail assured him it was one of the better risottos they've had on Top Chef. Kevin ran over to the dugout and said, best. No, Kevin, she said better. But when someone says something's better than several failures, it's not best, Kevin. But anyway, that aside, there were technical issues with his risotto. Namely, some of the rice was broken. So in a risotto, the rice should not be broken. And also, a risotto should spread on a plate. So the longer it sits, the stiffer it becomes, right? Right. And then it becomes more like a pilaf. It becomes more like a mac and cheese. It becomes less like a creamy, very like loose risotto. And so one of the reasons that risotto is really difficult to execute in a competition environment, the thing with risotto is as you're preparing it, it needs to be served immediately. And so it can't sit. And so Kevin cooked his in the kitchen, then it sat for 45 plus minutes. So there is no real way that it was a technically correct risotto, even if it was a good, tasty dish, a risotto. Does that make sense?
That does make sense. That was one of the things. I'm glad you took a moment to explain it because I was looking up a number of things this episode. I was like, flambé? What's a flambé? I was looking up, I was like, risotto? I don't know, man. What's risotto?
So besides the fact that it wasn't a technically correct risotto, it also didn't taste like sausage. In fact, I have a dish quiz for you.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm scared.
Would Kevin have done better in the Take It Cheesy challenge with his risotto rather than with his melting brie and truffle croquette? And also, why didn't he make this for the cheese challenge? And also, if he had made it for the cheese challenge, given the Top Chef curse, would he still have failed with the risotto?
That's a good question. I feel like I do have at least one opinion I can offer on this, is that in the cheese challenge, the croquette challenge, if he had made a risotto, it would have set him apart in a different way because, and that worked out. Like Kalina made a mac and cheese dish and Savannah made a quesadilla. And these were the things that were standing out a little bit more. Whereas all the croquettes, like I don't think there weren't any croquettes in the top 3 dishes. You stumped me here. Oh man. Is there a right answer to this? Can I phone a friend?
No. These dish quizzes do not need to have correct answers. It's just more like a mental brain. It's a brain teaser, as they say. Because I don't have an answer either.
I think he might have floated more comfortably in the middle, just because there were so many technical issues with the croquettes that day, with the heat and time for prepping and all these different things. So he probably wouldn't have been in the bottom 3, but he I don't think would have necessarily climbed to the point where Kalina, Savannah, and Michelle were in that episode.
Yeah, maybe. We'll never know, Kevin.
Hot take.
So I had a dish pick.
Ooh, share.
I'm sure it's no mystery. He's on my team.
Oh, I already know now.
Sue in the first inning. And can you believe I'm picking a hot dog, but I am picking Sue's Korean French fry breaded corn dog.
Yeah, it's not just a hot dog.
No, you get French fries with it.
That's true. It's all the things that you'd want at a ballpark on one stick.
Yeah.
And he was right in picking that because that's been such a big trend on the internet. You see Korean style street hot, like corn dogs everywhere. Seeing that made on Top Chef just made me really excited as one of those, iPad kids. I'm like, oh my gosh, I saw that on my technological device. Yes. And now it's on Top Chef. I was so tickled by that. So you made a good pick.
Thank you. Thank you, technological device. So I have a couple more dish quizzes for you. And again,
okay.
if you don't have an answer, that is okay. But I thought it'd be fun since this was a team challenge, just to pose some hypotheticals. That's all. So let's say the blue team had been the winning team, just hypothetically speaking. Okay. So in that case, who would have won? So the top dishes on the blue team was Sue's elevated French fry corn dog with wasabi and hoisin. Hello. Or hold on, Manny's, your man Manny's chorizo and cheese tetela, probably saying that wrong, with roasted tomato sauce, a tetela being a triangle-shaped Hot Pocket. Okay, this is your dish quiz. Sue or Manny, who wins?
That's so hard. I feel like my knee-jerk reaction is that Manny would take it, but they are in a ballpark and they are kind of in the spirit of America's greatest pastime, right? And I feel like Sue's dish definitely fits that a little bit more, but in a culinarily elevated way. So I know they didn't have an even number of people. I would say even split, but someone's gonna have to tilt the scale. I think it might have been Sue. It might have been Sue because he had these different dipping sauces to go with it. So he had like a certain element of variation in his dish. That's like, you can have a bite without this, you can have a bite with this. So it kind of gives you some options within the one dish itself. So maybe Sue.
I might be blinded by my personal affection for Hot Pockets. But the moment Manny said triangle shaped Hot Pocket, my brain and eyes, ears, taste buds all went boing.
You got heart eyes. You were like, absolutely.
Exactly. All right. Let's say the yellow team had been on the bottom.
Okay.
Who would go to LCK? Now, in this head-to-head, this is Danny's, my man Danny's bacon wrapped hot dog, which was described as excellent, but it was beaten by my other man, Sue's corn dog. Or Laura's she made everything from scratch, chorizo kebab taco. I cannot believe I'm speaking praise of her. But anyway, which was beaten by the Hot Pocket. Who's going to LCK? And try to leave any feelings you have about Laura to the side. Just talking about the plate.
I feel like Danny, from what we know consistently, he has put forward really good dishes. And one of the things that they said in this specific elimination challenge was that someone's going to go home for a good dish, which, oh my gosh, heartbreaking. That's so hard. For Laura, I don't know. I feel like maybe the spice being a bit off would be enough to turn the tide in Danny's favor, that he stays and she ends up going to Last Chance Kitchen.
I'm torn. I'm personally torn because, Laura, Darth Vader over there. It's so hard. It's and I haven't forgotten the Note of Dank. She's managed to have 3 episodes in a row. That being said, I'm torn because she did make everything herself. And yeah, her spiciness was out of balance, but I had the feeling that might have been a really tough, if Yellow had been on the bottom, that might have been a really tough judges table because technically Danny didn't do anything wrong and his dish was excellent. Laura's spiciness was a little, but she made everything. And that kind of tipped the scales in the favor for the head judge. And so that's what's really balancing the scales for me here. So I'm torn. I really don't know the answer. Of course, I really want to say give the boot to Laura, but
you'll just have to request both dishes and have them sent to your P.O. box so that you can try them.
Well, obviously.
Let everyone know,
And now we come to a little segment we like to call What Would Quiche Do?
Well, in this segment, Quiche would go home. Oh boy. That was my first note. I have in my notes, what would Quiche do? And I said, end quote, I'm getting sent to LCK on this one. So that was my first impression. I knew going into this episode when they said, oh, we're doing a flambé for the quickfire. I was like, okay, I'm out. I'm doing whatever the elimination is because I can't handle whatever this is. I didn't even know what a flambé was. And to have 20 minutes to do it? So brats.
Ah.
I picked bratwurst. I was brought up on the sauerkraut German dumplings bratwurst diet, you know, the good probiotic, gut healthy sauerkraut. Okay, so the dish I created, and I would be going into the group with Dan and Amanda because I picked bratwurst. I do not stand a chance against either of them though, so this is just for funsies. So what I came up with was kind of a take on nachos. I was inspired by the ballpark setting they were in. So what we're going with is seared bratwurst bites with tater tots and deep fried okra with mustard cheese sauce on top.
That actually sounds really good.
Does it? Okay, yay! I was debating when I was creating this recipe between going for, because, you know, it's a ballpark theme. So I was debating, do I want a mustard cheese sauce? Do I want a beer cheese sauce? Or do I want to figure out some weird mix? But I ended up thinking if I do a mustard and beer at the same time, that might be a little bit overwhelming, so I need to pick one or the other. And then I was thinking, do I do like a spicy element to it? Like, do I add spice to it? Which I feel like jalapenos might fit into that dish pretty well as maybe like a garnish. But I didn't know if it would be like a good idea to do like a ghost cheese sauce kind of thing, or like a jalapeno jack cheese sauce kind of. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think would go with this dish? Since it does sound appetizing to you, which is great news. Jalapeno cheese sauce, beer cheese sauce, or mustard cheese sauce?
I would probably be reaching for the jalapeno, but I love mustard.
Yeah.
If they only had the mustard, I would take the mustard. I might even, if let's say you're at the concession and you have the pumps, I'd probably do a pump of each.
Ooh, okay, yeah. Just have different sections of the plate. Yeah.
Exactly, right? Because I'm not getting the small nachos. No, this sounds good. I'm getting the big one.
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh.
I want the Neapolitan.
I love that.
Elevated nachos.
Neapolitan elevated nachos. You know what? I might call it that. I'll do it. If anyone orders it, they'll be really confused. They're like, I thought ice cream was involved. And you're like, no. This is the cheese sauce.
Mm-hmm. Well, shall we step up to the what would Quiche do judges table?
Yeah.
I think you already know the answer here. If you are not a winner, you're at least on the top.
Stop it. I'm just here to impress Brittany Snow.
So,
oh my goodness.
this brings us to the immunity check for this week. Before we answer the compelling question, did having immunity have an impact? This is the status, everyone's immunity status. Immunity, Danny had it from last week. Now, he did lose his head-to-head with Sue, but he was on the winning team. So, who was in the top last week? Dan, Savannah, Sue, Danny. So who was on the bottom this week? Dan, Savannah, Kevin. Maybe some psychological terror.
It might be.
Yeah, maybe some. That being said, we no longer have to worry about remembering who has immunity.
Right.
Like, once again, I said, okay, can you remember without looking who was on the top? Other than Danny, no, I couldn't remember.
Yeah, no, it's been a rough road there.
And how many weeks until they actually eliminate two? Is that double elimination pasta press going to hang over their heads?
Oh my gosh, they were hinting today, but it didn't end up happening. Oh, geez.
Yep. Now, this brings us to last tidbits for the elimination. Did you have any tidbits for the elimination, Quiche?
I did. So I thought we already mentioned how Danny was welcomed into the girls club, the girls group, in this challenge.
Uh-huh.
And I adored the way he just leaned fully into it. Instead of the yes chef, he's like, yes, girl. Yeah, girl. And I was like, oh, yes, I love it. I love the support. When he was going up, and I know he didn't take it home, but it was a pretty even split. And Michelle just calls after him. After she says, come back a winner, Danny. And Danny goes, girl, just keep an eye on that scoreboard. And I was like, yeah. I just love how he was so ready to like jump in with this. Like, I am on the girls' team. That made me so happy as a girl. And my other tidbit is Michelle lore. We got more Michelle lore. She played softball in college, and she was talking about her culinary experience and how she was introduced to Creole and Cajun cooking in college when she moved and all these different things, and I love hearing it. It was great.
Very nice. Good job. Good tidbit.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, I'd love to hear your tidbits. What you got?
Yes. I have a few. Amanda. Is Amanda our new Rossica with the sound bites?
She is funny.
To quote Amanda, I feel like I'm a little bit partial to the chorizo. He's the only brown guy, so I got to root for him. SOC. Sausage of color.
That was so funny. Oh my gosh.
Go, Amanda. The judge is doing the wave at the end.
That was cute.
And then when Kevin got sent off and in the dugout, and I missed this until I saw it in an article, maybe the Vultures article, the chef Testant sent him off with a round of French accented grunting.
What?
Did you miss that? Oh, you missed it too?
No, I thought you were referencing when he got back into the dugout and Manny goes, "My husband." I thought that's what you were going to start talking about.
I was, but then I decided to skip right on because I skipped right to the grunting.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. No, I didn't. I'm going to have to go back and listen for that because I didn't pick up on it. That's hilarious.
All the team power bottom. All the flirting, all the loving, the boyfriends being together. I got all those sound bites. I missed the French accent and grunting. So I thought, you know what? I bet she missed that too.
I did. Thank you for bringing it up.
I had to go back and watch it. It's after the My Husband. It's after the tears.
Oh, okay.
And then at the very end, and they're clapping him off, and they do the
I'll have to go back for that.
And then Kevin, when they're in the kitchen, getting one last kiss from Dan for his sauce. I thought that was cute.
Yeah, that was cute. I enjoyed that moment too.
Yeah, so those are my elimination tidbits.
Well, thank you. It was bittersweet. But now with a little change of pace, we're going to get into snack time with HighSpeedDining.
Woohoo!
And it is now time for snack time. We'd like to welcome HighSpeedDining back to the table.
I'm back. The highlight of my week. Woohoo! Great to be here, guys. I'm so excited. Another great Top Chef episode. This was exciting.
Indeed. I wanted to ask you, do you have a best bite for this week, Joel?
I always have great bites, but seeing this week's episode when they were doing food at a ballpark, it brought me back to maybe not the best meal I ever had, but at a baseball game was the most expensive meal I ever had in my life. The 2019 World Series, the Washington Nationals, my home team, were playing the Houston Astros, and I really was excited to go to the game, but I ended up purchasing a seat by myself, third row behind home plate. This cost me $3,985.
Whoa.
Insane.
How expensive was your hot dog?
Yeah, I call it my $4,000 dinner.
Oh my gosh.
But it did come with all-you-can-eat food. It was part of the Delta Sky Club, the big sponsored club, and it was all you can eat. So I ate pretty good. To quote myself from the night, today's meals were not fine dining, but they were the most exciting meals I've had in forever. In front row was the Major League Baseball commissioner, just a few seats away from me.
Wow.
Joe Torre, yeah. So I was sitting right behind VIP people. They were shuffling in a lot of celebrities and things throughout the night, and I ate 2 big plates of food, which I brought to my seat at the start of the night. I just chilled and hung out and ate and had an incredible game, and midway in the game, I was able to order a presidential cheeseburger.
Ooh.
So it was fun. Yeah, I think I had a little bit of everything because, when it's a buffet, you want to try everything you can. And that's what was fun about this episode is judges getting to eat 5 different sausages and hot dogs and all sorts of meat things. I loved how they transformed most of them.
Yeah.
And it was really exciting to see.
What would be your dish pick from this episode?
Well, there were so many good ones. I'm not even sure which one would have been a favorite, but I can tell you this much. When it came to the final round of food with Dan and who did he go against?
Amanda. Damanda was up there together.
Damanda.
Those two, I don't think they did a lot transforming that last round of food. So, that one certainly was, when Dan's scene came up, it's 8 slices of a sausage on there. I'm like, this isn't going to cut it.
I was legitimately worried about your man, Dan the Man, because I actually thought Amanda's dish was pretty good looking. She incorporated the sausage into her spätzle. Everyone kept pronouncing it spätzle.
Spätzle.
Yeah, they were saying spätzle, but it's spätzle.
And then Dan just put it on top, and I thought, oh no. He's been so creative and really nailing every kind of challenge, and this would have been right up his alley. Like, he chose bratwurst.
I mean, to me, it was almost a copy of the previous week's thing where he just had a waffle and just threw a ton of stuff on it.
Yeah.
It's interesting how one worked really in his favor and the other one didn't.
Yeah. I'm a little worried Dan the man might be running out of steam, maybe a little bit. He is still in the top 4, though.
I don't think you can say anyone's in the top of anything. I mean, we saw Rasika go down and...
Oh, points-wise, Rasika is still in the top 4 as well.
Oh my goodness.
Even though she's gone.
Right?
It's the same top 4. Michelle, Danny, Dan, and Rasika. Still lurking in the top 4.
That is wild.
Never seem to know what's going down, but I'm eagerly watching these episodes these days. I get very excited for it now, and I've built a bond with knowing people and their names and their history, and it's been great. I can see why people have been hooked on this thing for 20 plus seasons.
All right, so I was thinking I would send you to the future.
Oh, we're going to the future now. All right. Every meal's in the future.
I mean, he's not wrong.
You're going to the next World Series.
Mm.
When you go there, you're going to be in your skybox. You're going to be in your VIP box. Should it be dish or chef testant? Quiche?
I think it should be dish. I'm very curious about, because I have a very particular answer in mind, and I'm curious what your answer is going to be.
Ooh. Okay, we'll ask High Speed Dining first. Which dish, and I'll run them down for you, but which dish are you taking with you into your VIP box at the next World Series? Your options are Sue's Korean French fry corn dog, Danny's bacon-wrapped hot dog, Savannah's Polish potato dumpling, the pierogi, Michelle's crawfish stew, that's the etouffee, Kevin's cheesy risotto,
I want to try it.
Helena's spicy potato gnocchi, Manny's chorizo triangle-shaped hot pocket, the tortilla, Laura's chorizo taco, Dan's potato pancake, I think we can say is off the table. Sorry, Dan.
Yep.
Amanda's spätzle. Okay, those are your options. Which one you take into the skybox with you?
There's so many good options there, but I have to tell you that pierogi really was drawing me in. I would want it stuffed with much more stuff, and I think that's all that she did wrong. She just didn't put enough meat in there, and I don't get that because it's a Hot Pocket. You just cram stuff in there. I mean, just throw the meat in, push it in.
I just love that you're Team Hot Pocket.
Team Hot Pocket. Oh my goodness.
That looked really good to me, and I found that interesting. And I want a tasting menu of all of this. I think it's hard to say which one would you pick of all of them because they all looked pretty good, and most of them really were transformed quite well. The corn dog, Sue's corn dog, they seem to love it, and
it's breaded with French fries.
French fries.
Yeah, that is a very smart thing to do.
That's what I'm going for.
Oh, is that your dish pick?
Absolutely. What are you taking?
Manny's Hot Pocket.
For that one.
Yum.
All right. So as we wrap up snack time, I do want to just give you the idea of a food crime that you can try out if you like, since you did indicate that's something you may be interested in the future.
Sure.
Gnocchi and I are calling this hot dog mop. Hot dog mop is a chunk of hot dog, probably about like half the size of your pinky finger, and then you stick dry, uncooked, full-length spaghetti noodles through it, and then you put the whole thing in a pot and you boil it. And then you eat it. I don't know what you want to put on it, but if you would like to try this food crime, since you did try pickles and peanut butter, I'd like to encourage you to do so.
Hot dogs and spaghetti. And then I can toppings of my choice.
Yes.
It's your hot dog.
All right. It is on. I've got my homework assignment.
Perfect. And we look forward to hearing from you next time.
All right. Let's do it. Stay full.
Thank you.
Thank you. And that was Snack Time with High Speed Dining. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll have him on next time, so do not worry.
Thank you.
Well, this episode, I'm not going to lie to you, it was giving Chicago, but I think that's just because baseball to me feels so Chicago for some reason. So every time they came back from break, I was like, Chicago. No, Wisconsin. But regardless, I loved the episode, and I really enjoyed them taking it to a different location outside of professional restaurants, outside of the Top Chef kitchen. You know, we went to the Miller cellars, and now we've gone to the Brewers baseball field, and it was great. It was a good time. I learned a little bit more about Wisconsin too, which I'm not opposed to at this point.
So next week on, and I'm going to try and limit my comments because I feel from the introductory podcast and on, I may have spoiled restaurant wars for you.
Don't worry, I have a short memory.
This is going to be Quiche's first restaurant wars. And just to give you a little, so much like risotto is legendary, don't cook risotto on Top Chef. Restaurant wars, I believe they've had a restaurant wars every season. You know, every season, these challenges that you'll see, they will, in all likelihood, not be repeated next season. They always try to mix it up. But the one challenge they do every season is restaurant wars. It's very highly anticipated. It's a battle. So that's next week.
That's a good heads up. Is Restaurant Wars, if I can just ask, and you do not have to say anything further, just like a yes or no, is Restaurant Wars more pasta pressy or less pasta pressy than a usual episode of Top Chef?
More.
Oh, great. Okay. I'll do my breathing exercises before I watch.
On a scale of culinary fear to abject culinary terror, that pasta press it's broken. It's fallen off the scale.
Ooh.
It's over the cliff. The pasta press is falling on somebody. It's gonna hurt.
Oh my gosh. Not only is it terrifying, there's casualties. That is good to know. Okay. Well, with that, we're getting close to the end of the episode, so I wanted to ask Gnocchi, do you have any tasty morsels for our listeners this week?
Very quickly. So I stumbled upon there are many. Can you imagine there are other Top Chef podcasts? Who knew?
No.
So one of them is there's a podcast called The Corner Table, and it's not typically a Top Chef podcast. However, this season it's a Top Chef podcast because the Corner Table is more media. They talk about food in relation to Wisconsin. So typically it's the Corner Table. They're based in Wisconsin. And because Top Chef came to Wisconsin, this season of the Corner Table will be, the Corner Table Top Chef Wisconsin, because they got behind the scenes. So if you want behind the scenes kind of stuff, the journalists over there have that tea, kind of fun stuff. Like one of them actually was in the dish pit for the right way and a couple other challenges where they actually washed the dishes for the chef testants. They sign an NDA. Obviously, they can't talk about it, but now that the episodes is aired, they can talk about it. So if you want some tea from what happened behind the scenes, you can get that from the Corner Table. And then I believe I mentioned them before. Ringer has a podcast. It's not devoted solely to Top Chef, but they talk about it. They watch multiple things. So one of the shows, and it's called The Watch. And then there's a fun website out there. It's Top Chef Bravo ratings recap. And this website does ratings for many other shows, but if you're curious how Top Chef is doing, I'll put it in the show notes. You can see how Top Chef is doing in the ratings. And then I found a Top Chef oral history, 21 seasons. There's a lot of oral history. It's really fun. It's a fun read for Top Chef grizzled veterans. They may enjoy reading that article, and I'll put that in the show notes.
Perfect. Well, thank you, Gnocchi. Always love having a little bit of extra Top Chef to carry us through our weeks. Well, that is it for us here on Food and Dine. Thank you for listening. If you'd like to find us on social media, you can search Food and Dine or Food and Dine podcast. You can listen to us wherever you listen to your podcasts. We drop every Sunday after Top Chef airs, and we look forward to having you next time. Welcome to the table. Let's eat.